markets are cheering your return, at least seeing a recovery.
Well, I'm hoping that's the case really, because they started off lower seeing Nikunj. Just that joke. But yeah, just first pull up what the macros are showing in trade and the currency, more importantly, and the recovery that we're seeing. I think the Nifty is probably mirroring that, because we have bounced back a little bit, actually not so much, pardon me. I actually thought we'd done much better, but we're still at 63.80. So the currency, despite the intervention, really hasn't bounced back too much. I mean, sure enough, maybe a little bit from those 64 levels, but still under pressure today, 63.80. But the equity markets definitely have done that bit of recovery and a smart pullback on the Nifty. We spoke about that. Some high beta names as well as stocks like ITC are leading the charge, but the equity markets are doing very well. Bond markets, yeah, still around that. I think some of the key ranges would be very, very important to monitor. I mean, depends on what really happens. If we break indeed 9.41, then we are at maybe 10 or 12-year lows. And if we indeed go up all the way to 9.91 or 10, then remains to be seen. But for now, probably not so alarming, but remains to be seen. And we'll get in a macro guest later on in the show as well to speak about what's the outlook going ahead on the yields as well.
That has certainly recovered from those 13-year highs, as has the overall momentum in the equity markets, as pointed out. So now 5,400, it's touch and go with that level. We're only down by close to 60 points on the Sensex. And it's the Bank Nifty futures that really needs to be brought up for you, because after cracking below the psychological level of 9,000 now, it's well above the 9,200 mark. And that's your strong pillar of strength, which is really aiding the overall momentum. That plus the way the currency has recovered from those levels of 64. Jayaprakash Associates, that's up by a good 6% now. All of your metal counters are showing you quite a bit of resilience. So Tata Steel, JSPL, Hindalco, as well as Sessagoa. Something like an ITC as well as DLF are showing you a good bounce back in the session.